Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Fresh Air Challenge in Surviving Mars. We're picking up right where we left off in the last episode, and we're going to get the Fresh Air Challenge done. I was looking at it in between episodes here, and I think if we put a little ramp over here, we should be able to sneak by here and access all of these anomalies. So I'm going to send the dozer up here. And let's go ahead and grab the ramp. And really, we want this as short as possible. Right there. So now we'll send him up there, and hopefully that will work out well. Go ahead and kick the speed up. We got lots of building happening here. We have our drone printing just about done. And the music got really loud. One random little spot. It's not random, but spot in the music gets loud. That's no good. Low sanity. Okay, let's take a look at Morris Morgan. What? You're stressed out. You are a geologist. A geologist where? Like, what is your... Not there. Okay. Let's see. Low sanity. Let's start there. Okay. Looks like we definitely need something else going on for some of these. Let's see. So comfort is what they is what you the interests affect, I think. Okay, so maybe there's some that get plus sanity from gaming, so let's land. Oh, he's already landing. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and throw in a electronics store. Yeah, so if we can sneak that in there. Okay, so that's going. I'm kind of wondering if we need to build another drone hub over here for the short term. Oh, good. 25% atmosphere. Going up by 2.8 per soul. And that needs to get all the way up to 95. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit. I don't think we're gonna get there in the perfect time, but that's okay. How's this coming up here? There we go, drone printing. Okay, let's get that built ASAP. That's probably an infrastructure. Drone assembler. Here we go. Oh man, we didn't leave ourselves much space here. Okay, let's get that to be high priority. And that's going to be real important. Okay, you're traveling to Earth. So I guess I haven't happened to my... Oh, okay, I thought I had 2 rockets, and I only see 1 on my bar. That's okay, I guess. Okay, so we do have the magnetic field generator. We may build more of these setups. I wish we could copy and paste that kind of thing. Okay, now that we got this going, we're going to make that high priority. Oh, so, okay, in my last run, I remember it requiring metal, but now apparently it requires electronics, which in our case, I guess, is actually okay. So let's start just pumping these things out. With our limitless supply over here, that really is okay. There we go. Filling that up. Okay, we can lighten the load on these. We don't need them to be um, working over hard. And let's go ahead and stop the night shifts. It should help with our sanity overall. Okay, so this is the work done. Okay, so that's getting going. That'll be solved in a bit. Oh, so I have one rocket sitting at Earth. Okay. What would be beneficial? We got a bunch of the drones getting made. We get resources all the time. We may not necessarily need anything right now, so maybe we'll just let it sit there. It should be okay. Check on this guy up here. He's 78% done. It's probably close enough we can get our explorer to come up. I don't even know. Oh, funding. Oh, you're way down there. Yeah, you'll take a bit to get up there. Let's see. Do we need to do any more landscaping over here? Or do we maybe need to put a ramp in? Maybe we can. I'm trying to figure. This is bad placement on my part because we're running up against the edge of the map here, and so we only have so much space to stack these around this waste rock pile. So we may need to make more waste rock piles. So that's a downside is these take machine parts for maintenance, and we're not producing any. So that might be what we need that rocket to bring us, is just to load up on machine parts. We may need to. Okay, what can we. Do we want to invest in another dome and build some machine parts factories or not? Is the question. Okay. Is really only producing, you're consuming one Okay, so we're up to 1% a soul. And there is some better heat stuff, I think, in the tree. So yeah, these mega satellites will be really good. Yeah, there's all sorts of fun stuff coming up. Oh, there's the shuttle hubs. We'll throw that in because that is just amazing. Okay, so we're losing some atmosphere per soul. That's gonna take a bit. How much power is this system producing? Okay, so we got about we need about 40 more power. And we're getting 15 per. So that's 3 more wind turbines. And I think C for cable. Yep. So we'll do that. And then we can build another magnetic field generator. I guess we'll just put it right at that end. Then we can run the cables up if we need to. So, okay. So you have a little depot here where you store electronics and metal. Yep. We are also using metal. So metal is now a pressure point for us. Okay. Are we mining this metal? We are. So let's go ahead and open that up to second shift. Looks like we have some staffing problems over here. You can hear the kids over here. Why? Is it because this is sucking over all the... See, okay. Sucking over all of the electronics, because that's what this one is missing, and I think... Okay, so that got repaired. So maybe we just caught him at a bad time. So here, let's go ahead and up that. Oh yeah, that's going to be really bad. Next ones we're going to have to put up there for sure. Okay, so I just called the RC commander up here because it looks like the dozer's done all it can and it just needs to level the ramp, which apparently it can't do for some reason. So that should be coming in here pretty quick, and looks like we're just about to get our mega satellites here. So we'll have to look into that here in just a second, or an hour, as the tooltip says. There we go. Okay. So we can blow up a rocket and get a magnetic shield, which will protect the atmosphere. Not that one. We're doing that one right now. We got the space mirror that is just a flat 10%. Okay, so that'll help us with our fuel, but we don't really need that, and we're gonna be fine. This one we might look into doing. Let's see. Can we buy a rocket? So we need 3,000 million. So we're a little short on funding, so we'll have to cycle some back and forth, some rockets back and forth, more carrying with exporting our rare metals to get that where we need it to be. Okay, and see how you're doing up here. You're almost there. Yep, we have missed the perfect deadline now. Probably that happened a bit ago, but you know. Okay, so now we should be able to buy a rocket. Yes. And now we can send it on this expedition. Okay, so I have to get the rocket here first. So yeah, let's do the cargo rocket, and we don't have a lot of money. We'll just actually let's just grab metal. It's boring, but hey, that's what we're the shortest on. I think this one is the magic one. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So how's our atmosphere? We're losing 1/3% in climbing. So we're just waiting on metal up there. We're probably gonna temporarily... No, we should be fine. We can keep one in I guess it doesn't matter whichever one gets here first. We'll drop down and start on that next project. Okay. Some weird ticks in the audio. Hopefully that's not coming through onto the recording. Okay. And all right, we really got to do something about our metal. So, okay, so we got this done. So now we can send our explorer up there, and we can bring you guys back down over here. Okay, so that's average metal, which would be good, but we have water up here too. The only thing I'm worried about is the magnetic field generators. Hey, there's the blue sky atmosphere. No more dust storms. We're at 50%. But I'm worried about the magnetic field generators causing a Mars quake and damaging stuff. Do we... Okay, so I guess the advantage to getting both these is the science. I was trying to decide if it's even worth it with sending this guy up, but we'll go for it and see what happens. All right, we got the magnetic shield up, which is taking us from almost a 1% loss. Let's see, so let's read this first. The magnetic shield has settled in orbit and slowly began expanding its sun-blocking appendages. After a few minutes of nerve-wracking anticipation, waiting for the self-assessment protocols of the sunshade to finish its thorough checkup, a green sign appeared. The magnetic shield is operational. Then the cheers erupted, and so did several bottles of champagne. We did it. Congratulations, citizens of Mars. So now that takes us to... Dropped us a little bit. Still getting temperature. Yeesh. Okay, so that's not quite as... Doesn't appear to be quite as beneficial as I was hoping it would be. So we just got the plasma rocket breakthrough, which I'm actually going to bump up to the top of the queue because that'll help us make money faster. And the next rocket that lands, I'm on Mars, I'm going to grab and turn automation off so that we can get some more metals mined. I'm looking at down here, and I am thinking that we should expand down in this area. We can build a dome and have shuttles going places because we got some metals. And granted, it's low grade, but up here we got low and okay. So we just got a bunch of low grade metals. It looks like average. So maybe we start over there, build kind of in the middle, and have trains running out to all the different resource nodes around down in here. I mean, look at all these rare metals down here. Not that that's what we're here for, but it's an interesting observation nonetheless. We're just about to hit our temperature, and our atmosphere is coming along quite nicely too as well. See, so individually, you do a 0.4% change, and you make it a 0.2 less. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's the 4.4. I'm really not sure what that does for us. The satellite does for us. Doing all this work down here laying out, but I think we might have the the game basically done before any of that gets built, so I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to import a whole bunch of metal and do it that way. Hey, no more cold waves, and we have our 50% temperature. So really, if we wanted to, we could go through and turn off a whole bunch of these to help save on maintenance costs. But with our drone assembler here going and churning out more drones, I'm not as concerned about the time as I otherwise would be. We just got 80% on our atmosphere, which means we have no more meteor storms going to happen. That takes a lot of the, if you're playing a normal game, the expansion risk out of something. But hey, I apparently didn't click on that right. So he wasn't scanning that anomaly this whole time. That's a bummer. Oh well. Terraforming amplification is done. So now we should be able to come here and upgrade these. Okay, so let's pause that. Let's upgrade these. So for 40%, 40 more power, which is, yeah, 20%, yeah. So basically 40% more power consumption, we get a whole additional generator. Goal complete 10,000. What was the goal? 35% overall terraforming progress. Cool. Obviously, there's a ton of ways to obviously do better than what I was able to put out here. But it's been a fun challenge nonetheless, and it kind of, I guess it wouldn't be possible in a normal run without the limitless supply. So I was thinking that it kind of highlights how you can rush terraforming and then have an easier time expanding around, but that's not really the case. Because you need to be able to expand in order to have the supply. Oh yes. Forgot that we needed to manually. I wish you could auto import based on the rocket's auto import instead of just auto export, I guess. Like say, hey, your job is to maintain 150 of these materials, like you can do with the something. I feel like something we could do that with, but I'm blanking on it. But that way, it automatically moves the materials when the materials need moved, and auto buys and stuff like that. But hey, that's all good. That could be complicated with the money too. If you don't have a good source of money, whether it's selling the limitless rare metals you get or having the TV workshops, those are really good sources of money that I found out in the way too late stages of my last game. Okay, so we're at 91%. Yeah, we're cranking up here. We're gonna be done here before you know it. All right, so we're coming in here and on the goal here real quick. And we're just about there. 94.9. Auto save right before the finish line. There we go. Okay, good work, Commander. Your colony has passed the challenge. You've completed the Breath of Fresh Air challenge in 72 of the 120 soul limit. The score colony is 9,990. If you feel you can do even better, feel free to retry the challenge and complete the objective in under 55 souls for a perfect evaluation. Okay, so that's cool. You can keep playing with colony, take a screenshot, or return to main menu. Let's go ahead and take a screenshot and we'll walk through that process real quick here. I think it's most shown by this right here. Okay. Um, there's all these different photo filters. You can get black and white. Um, cover art. Oh, that's really cool. I kind of like the cover art one. Yeah, so the rest of that doesn't matter. So we can take a screenshot like that. There we go. All right. So I guess that'll wrap up the series. Thank you everyone so much for watching. We'll have our little fireworks show as we end everything off here. Thanks everyone so much for watching. Have a great day and remember to keep smiling.